Hey everyone, this is Dawn. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm glad you're here and welcome to another Twisted Sisters video collaboration. This month, from the new January, February, March 2023 catalog, I have chosen the storybook papers to twist. Okay, so these are the storybook papers and they have different images like stars and fairy dust and unicorns and castles and wishing wells and such. So you think small children or birthdays, but I'm going to show you how to twist these up and make a couple of sophisticated Valentine cards. All right. So of course I'm going to use this mulberry paper that has hearts. I'll start with that. So I'm going to cut this at 5 1/4 by 4. That'll be a background. And then I'm going to cut some black cardstock just 1/8 of an inch larger. So I'm going to have a tiny border of black and then the card base of white. And I'll layer those together. Then I'm going to bring in grape. And this is not a color that's part of the collection, but I think it plays nicely off these colors. And I'm going to use this heart die from the Now and Forever collection. This is a Valentine collection that's currently available. And it has a pretty lace heart. So I've got that die cut. And then I'm going to use this smaller stitched heart and die cut some mulberry glitter paper. Okay. So I'm going to use the sentiment also from Now and Forever, and it just says Happy Valentine's Day. It's in a really pretty font, and I'm going to stamp that out on this lace heart in black ink. So I apologize for my voice quality. Santa decided to bring me COVID for Christmas, so my voice is just now starting to come back. I'm feeling fine, but yeah, I don't sound so great, so apologies. I'm getting there. So, okay, so this is the basic design of my card, and I thought that it needed just a little something to anchor the heart. So I'm going to bring in this striped paper from Storybook, and I'm just going to cherry pick this section that has white and mulberry. And I'll trim that up, and I'm going to set this behind the heart. Just kind of grounds it. Once I get it on that white card base, it'll all come together. Okay, so I'll bring in a card base and we can start assembling. Just going to use some tape runner and put everything down. And then I'll pop that lace heart with some thin foam tape. Okay, so we'll layer in the black and then the heart mulberry and then the striped piece. It's kind of above center. And I'll layer in that heart. I'll pop that with some thin foam tape and then we'll add that glitter heart as well on top. So that'll be a combination of both foam tape and tape runner so that it sits on the same level. And then for the final touch, I'm going to bring in some of these paperboard hearts. These are die cut embellishments, and it has several different hearts and all different sizes and shapes. So I'm going to pull some of those and scatter them around my card front. So I'll put a playlist at the end of this video, and you can look for a playlist in the description below so you can find the rest of the Twisted Sister videos for January and see all of the cool things they've done with new products. And you can see a new way to use them. Okay, so there's the first card. I think it turned out pretty. And the Now and Forever collection is available until the end of February online. Okay. All right, let's make another card. And this time I'm going to use also the stitched heart with the mulberry glitter paper. And I'm going to cut my black cardstock at the same size, just a little bit smaller than a card front. And this time I'm going to bring in the Storybook card making collection, and I'm going to use this cover plate and run that through the die cutter with the light side of mulberry. It gives this fun star field with stitch swirls. And you'll see that I was going to at first back it with black, but you'll see later on what I decide to do. So this star and fairy dust pattern paper here, I'm going to cut that at 4 inches, and then I ultimately decided on 1 3/4. So I'm setting that up, and then I'll bring in this piece of grape, and I'm going to use the light side of grape, and I'm going to stamp my sentiment. And it says Hugs and Kisses, and this is also from the Now and Forever collection. Stamp that in black ink. I'm going to place that over on the right side, and you'll see what I do with that in just a second. Okay, so we'll trim that up first at 4 inches, and then I'll trim that down to 3/4 of an inch, and that will sit on top of that Starfield piece of patterned paper. Okay, so now I decided to bring in a piece of the mulberry glitter paper and back that behind that stitched cover plate piece so that little bits of the sparkle can show through the openings on that piece. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but in real life it looks really cool, so I'm glad I did that. So I'm going to layer in the black, so I'll still have a black border, and then I'll add my glitter paper, and then I'll add the die cut piece from Storybook Card Making. It just adds a very subtle touch, but totally worth it. We'll add that patterned paper and the strip with my sentiment, and then I'll pop that glitter heart with some thin foam tape. Clean and simple, but I encourage you to look at all of your different pattern papers in a new way to get more use and stretch them. Okay, so then again, I'm going to end with some of these paperboard embellishments. I was going to use a couple, but then ultimately I decided on the arrow through the heart one. That fits in there perfectly. And there's my finished card. So I appreciate you watching my video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button, and then you'll be able to find all of my videos. And don't forget to click on the playlist to see all the other cool things that the Twisted Sisters have done with new products. And thanks for watching.